Hi everyone, today we have a 20-minute Pilates Flow workout. So we're gonna get started on our mat with our legs a little bit wider than our hips, going into a squat first, taking your hands down into prayer, and then lift all the way back up. So you're hinging from your hips, you're bending from your knees. Think chest is nice and open here as you lower down and up. So you wanna be really careful that you're not forcing this movement. You wanna think about actively engaging through your muscles. So through your glutes and then also through your thighs here. Again, lowering down and up. Using your breath to help you with this movement. 3 more, lower and lift and press. You have 1 more here and then we're gonna add on to this. So lower down into your squat and then as you lift on up, you're gonna raise up 1 knee and then we're gonna alternate squat and lift. Down and up. So you're shifting your weight on over to that standing leg. You want to think about engaging through your glute. And you want to lengthen through your trunk. So think lengthen through your spine. So that way you're not bending from your waist. And again, lift and press. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2 more, and then we're going to add a rotation with the knee lift. So now going into your squat, as you lift the knee, you're gonna rotate. You can take your hands back into prayer and then lower back down again. Same thing, but on the other side. Lower back down and then rotate. Lower and lift. You can take this a little bit slower if you're really focusing on trying to improve your balance, or you can take this a little bit faster if you wanna get that heart rate up. And press down and up. And reach 4 more. 4, press, 3, 2, 1 more here, and release back down. So now let's turn to face the side, walk towards the front edge of your mat, bend both of your knees, and just take 1 leg back. So with this movement, you want to think about staying nice and grounded. Knee right over your ankle, lengthen through your leg. Sweep your arms down towards the floor, and then reach up and overhead, nice big stretch. And again, think belly bend spine. Round and reach, and lift. 2 more here. And press. And again, circle, getting that nice expansion of your chest. Reach your arms forward. Now shifting your weight a little bit more over that front leg. Pull your knee in. So you're gonna go in and out. Think belly bend to spine. Hips are nice and even here. And in. You're working through that front thigh. And press. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet together. Switch it out. So same thing, but on the opposite side. So making sure your hips are even, knee is right over your ankle. Reach and sweep your arms forward. Think belly bend to spine and open to expand your chest. And again, round and reach. Think about drawing that rib cage in together and expand. So this is a nice balance challenge through that front ankle and lift. And again, round and reach. Opening up the chest. Let's do 1 more on this side. And again, rounding and reaching and lift all the way back up. So there's a lot happening with that movement. So you want to keep the hips level. Reach and extend your arms forward. Back knee comes in and out. You can also tap the foot on the mat as you bring it in and out, if that feels better on your body. Otherwise, driving it on in. And press. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet together. Reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release, roll it on down. Think one vertebrae at a time. Reaching down towards the mat, lifting those hips up nice and high. Bend your knees and then straighten them. We're gonna do this a couple more times. Bend and lengthen. One more. Bend and lengthen. And now bend your knees, roll it on up again. One vertebrae at a time. So your head is the very last thing to come back up. Sweep your arms up and overhead again. Exhale to release. Step your leg back, keeping your hips nice and solid here. Hands on your hips, bend that back knee, and then straighten. So you're bending through your front knee as well, going into your lunges here. Lower and lift, pressing through your feet and extend, down and up. So chest is nice and open, finding that length through the crown of your head and through your spine here. Taking it down and up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now straighten out your back leg. Lengthen through your spine and lean forward, keeping your chest nice and open. Reach your arms overhead. And then you're gonna lift your chest, sweep your arms back into a chest expansion. So again, reach and take it forward, and then lift. So you wanna think about activating your glutes as you take your arms back. That way you're supporting your low back versus really hinging into that low back and putting pressure through your spine. Again, reach and press. 2 more. Last one. And then step your back foot in. Nice big inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale to release. Same thing now, but on the other side. Knee over that ankle, hands on your hips, bend through that back knee and lift. So you're really bending through both knees. Think about activating that bend through your back leg to really find the strength through both of your legs with this lunge. Taking it down and up. And press. 5 more. Lift. 2 more. 2. On this last one, extend your back leg. You want to find the evenness of your hips. So from hip bone to hip bone, they're nice and level. Reach it forward. So you're lengthening through your spine versus rounding. So if it means that you only lean forward just a little bit, that's okay. So sweeping your arms forward. Exhale, press your palms back, opening up your chest. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale, lift, open on up. So you're engaging your glutes as you press your hips slightly forward with this movement. 2 more here. Last one. Step your back foot in, reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release, roll it down. Or you can walk your hands down your thighs, 1 vertebrae at a time. It's up to you. I like to peel it on down. Just gives that lengthening action through my spine. Once your hands reach onto the mat, you can bend your knees as much as you need to in order for that to happen. Lift your hips up nice and high to the sky so you get that nice stretch through that whole back chain, through your hamstrings. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. Couple more here. And then you can walk your feet back into your downward dog, lifting your hips up high. Send your weight back into your heels. So you're drawing that belly button towards your spine. Using that breath to help you. 1 more breath here. Lower it down onto your knees so you're on all fours. Shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. So pressing away from the mat. That way you're not collapsing in, finding that length through your spine. What I want you to start with initially with this movement is extend one arm and one leg so it's touching the mat, and then bring it back in. So you're gonna reach to extend, palm faces in, and then drag it back in. So you're making contact with the floor the entire time. And as you drag your arm and your leg back in, exhale to pull it back in. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. Again, reach to extend and bring it on in. You have 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And now add a lift. So reaching into that movement, you're touching the mat or you're touching the floor, lift it on up, lower it down, and then drag it all the way back in. So we're just alternating from one side to the other, using your core. So using your glutes, using your tummy muscles to help lengthen and strengthen at the same time. So you're not wobbling from side to side. Lift and lower, reach, lift, and bring it on in. Reach to extend. Finding that lengthening action through your spine versus feeling like you're compressing through your back here. Again, reach, lift. 1 more. Reach and lift and bring it all the way back in. Now take a seat on the mat, sweep your legs around. So sitting up nice and tall here, finding that length again through the crown of your head, reaching your arms by your shins, or you can take them up a little bit higher, curl your pelvis under and just roll it on down 1 vertebrae at a time until your hands are on the mat. Chest is open. Walk your feet back a little bit for bridging. So lifting your hips on up and then lowering back down. So hip bones are nice and level. You're not tilting one hip from one side to the other. And you're using your glutes to help lift you on up. And again, press to lift and lower. Chest is nice and open here. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Lift and lower. Now lift your hips up nice and high. So you're still level with your body. You're not over lifting and going into your low back here. Now take one leg, you can reach it out, drag it in, and then lower your hips down. So I lift my heel slightly as I extend my leg, bring it back in, and then lower all the way down. It also just depends on your floor. You can dig your heel, drag it out and in, and bring it back down. That's going to activate the back of your leg going into your hamstring a little bit more. So I recommend going on the ball of your foot if you tend to get cramps through your hamstrings. Just sliding it out and in and lower down. Otherwise, you can dig that heel in and drag it all the way back in. 4 more here. And you also don't even have to straighten your leg out fully. You want to maintain that nice even and level stability through your hips here. Again, reach and in. 1 more. Lift, press, and release back down. Nice work. So I'm going to scoop myself forward just a little bit. We're going into an abdominal core section next. So taking both of your legs into tabletop. So knees go right over your hips, ankles in line with your knees. You can separate your knees just a little bit here and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. So now going into alternating toe taps with that reciprocal arm reach. So taking one arm back as you lower your leg and then exhale to lift on up. Switch it out, other side. Again, reach. You actually just have one more here. And now we're gonna do hundreds, but just 5 presses. So you can keep your head down, or you can raise your shoulder blades off the mat and pump your arms 5 times. And then release back down. So going back into our toe taps with your arm reaches, reaching and taking it back, and lift. And bring it on up. Again, reach and lengthen. One more here. Now just 5 exhales out as you pump your arms, so it's like hundreds. And then release, come back to center. And again, repeat this. Reach and lift on up. Again, reach and lift. Using your tummy muscles to help you draw back into center. One more here. And then going into your pumps next. You can raise the shoulder blades off. And release back down. And again, you have one more round of this. Reach and lift. So you want to think up and over with your leg. So that way you're creating this U-shaped movement. One more here. And then going back into your pumps, you got this. And release back down. You can hug your knees into your chest if that feels good. Extend one leg out nice and long. Hug your opposite knee in. And you can raise your shoulder blades off, or you can keep your head down on the mat and not take your leg in as far. So you can hold on to the back of your thigh, and then you're gonna switch your legs. So just alternating right and left here. You can also raise the shoulder blades off the mat. You're gonna get a little bit more upper abdominals when you do that. Just make sure you're not straining your neck or your head here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5. Using your breath to help you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way back down. Lower one foot onto the mat. Extend your leg and just bring it back towards your face for a nice hamstring stretch. You can also flex your foot and bring your toes towards your face as well, so you get that deeper stretch through your calf. And just hold it here. If you have a resistance band or if you have a circle, you can always place that around the arc of your foot. So that way it's right along the arch, and that way you get a deeper stretch. A little bit more stability too. One more breath here. And then let's switch it out, extending your opposite leg up towards the ceiling. You can flex your foot, or you can point through your ankle. Just using that nice breath to find that nice release here. One more breath. And release all the way back down. Now taking your knees into your chest, you can either roll to your side to sit on up, or tuck your chin and roll all the way back up. So we're going to all fours again. So shoulders right over your wrists, hips right over your knees. Finding that length through your spine. Extend one leg nice and long, lift and lower. So you're getting that lift through your lower abdominals here as you press and take that leg up towards the ceiling. And lift. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now lift and hold your leg up nice and high so it's in line with your hip. Reach up and over, so crossing to tap that opposite corner of your mat, and then reach to the opposite side. So creating that nice U shape here. So think little rainbow reaches up and over. and press. So you're working through your hip, you're working through your glute, and you can open up through your hip as you take it to this outside corner here. And press and lift. And reach. 3 more. Keep pressing away from the mat. You can always lower down onto your forearms if that feels better on your body. And reach 1 more, keeping your leg to that opposite corner. Lengthen through your spine. Open up from your hips. So now your big toe is going to push down into the mat. Lift your leg up. Little pulses here. Keep lifting out of that opposite hip for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way back in. Same thing now, but on the opposite side. Extending your leg, lifting it up and down. So you're finding that length through the crown of your head and out through your tailbone. And press. Finding the strength through the front of your thigh so your knee's not bending. 2 more. 2 and 1. Now lift your leg up so it's in line with your hip. Reach across. So now inner thighs connect as you reach over to that corner. Lift up and over. You can open up your hips slightly as you tap the opposite corner. So think rainbow lifts up and over and tap. Reach and lift. And press. So again, engaging belly button to spine, finding the strength through your glutes as you tap your foot over to one corner to the opposite side. 3 more. Press. Keep pressing away from the mat. Let's do 2 more here. And reach 1 more. Now keep your leg outside to that edge of the mat. Big toe is pointed down. Lift the leg up now, little pulses up. Equal weight through that upper body and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Lower down onto your forearms. If you're not there already, going in to a half plank or a full plank. It's up to you. So you can always lower down onto your knees for that half plank position. Toes relaxed on the mat, or you can tuck your toes under, lengthen through your legs, keep thinking belly bend to spine as you press away. And you can kind of shift your weight back, so that way you get that stretch through your Achilles, so through the back of your ankles here, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your knees. Separate them and just reach into that child's pose position. So lengthening through your spine, you can relax and let your forehead touch the mat. And just breathe here. 1 more breath. And then you can roll it all the way back up. And you are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or your evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.